Hey, how's it going, folks, and welcome back to another episode in our venture of the visual novel If My Heart Had Wings. I apologize for the lack of posting last Friday. I unfortunately was not feeling very well. Had a major muscle spasm in my back. Still getting over that right now. I've got a heating pad on my back right now to help smooth that out. I've also got a back massager that I use to help to loosen up the tense muscles. So, hey, life happens at times. So I'm getting it all worked out, so no need to worry about it. Yeah, I am taking the necessary precautions. So, in the last episode of this particular series, we found out that Amane does not actually have a home. She pretty much lives in the garage, although manages to find the necessary means to survive. I mean, being that she's been doing it for a while, so I gotta admit, hey, she's a warrior for sure, so gotta give her props for that. But of course, Aoi, being the kind person he is, and pulling some strings in the connections that he has managed to work out to get Amane to actually stay at the dormitory because of Amane's condition. And of course, I guess it's not all too thrilled and kind of wants to move in too for obvious reasons. Well, I'd say more than likely because she has a thing for Aoi. And of course, apparently there was some rockiness with that in the younger years, but you know, things change over time. So with that, Kaneko, it is time to get rolling. I don't think these guys want to wait any longer, so will you please? Yep, that's the one. Let's do it. And this is Agaha, so I'm going to repeat that for you.
というわけだから、ホタル、お母さんに言っといて。そう、葵んとこ。じゃあ、よろしくね。
After a late dinner, Agaha got in contact with her parents. She asked Hotaru, who had been taken home already by Anchan, to tell them, because she might have been scolded if she had told them directly. Normally, it wouldn't be a problem for her to stay at the dormitory, but it was kind of out of the blue. Said Kaneko, who was over there. No, she's not.
ちゃんと下着つけてるけど。
I've told you so many times to not wander around looking like that.
だって暑いんだもん。それよりお風呂空いたよ。
Okay, Agaha and the others can go first. I'll go in there last. Oh yes, I'll leave Kotori with you.
頼むって何を？いいってそういうの。
You don't need to be shy about it. You're always saying how you want to have a long soak in the bath, right?
遠慮じゃないもん。
Kotori looked embarrassed, but Agaha didn't ask what this was all about. She pushed Kotori's wheelchair along like it was no big deal.
さあ、行こう小鳥。
Kotori was surprised that Agaha was so unfazed about it all.
やっぱ慣れ慣れしかった？
No, she likes Aoi to do that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
そんなことない。名字だと長いし、あまり語呂良くないし、呼びにくいでしょ？だから呼びやすい方で呼んでくれれば。ハバネ小鳥、長さは同じじゃないか？
Oof. Amane, without realizing, really put her foot in her mouth.
さんをつけろ！このデコスケちゃん野郎！
Yeah, I'm gonna call those snake eyes because they almost look like snake eyes in a way. Oh! Amane reeled back like she'd just been flicked really hard in the forehead.
小鳥が怒った。
These days, I feel that she's becoming more and more impolite towards Amane, but it can't really be helped in this case.
じゃあ、小鳥で。
Said Aga as she looked at Kotori like she was trying to appease her somehow.
そして、アゲハ。
As if that's not normal?
それじゃあ、お風呂行きましょうか。あまね先輩も行きましょう。行く。
The girls followed each other into the bathroom. As I saw them off, I mumbled to myself, "Way to go, Kotori." I kind of felt like a parent watching over his child as she grows up. Okay, folks, welcome back. There's a little time lapse that happened there because obviously there was a bathroom scene that occurred, and the picture I did not want to take the chance with in case there were some YouTube regulations that may have changed I didn't know about. So to recap on what happened in that scenario, basically they were taking a bath, and of course they did basically girl talk. They were asking about, there was a scene of basically, let's just go ahead and say it, there was a scene of chest envy. That's a typical thing in any type of anime setting. There's always a bit of chest envy among the ladies. And it was despite, and then the rest of that, they were basically discussing about Aoi, asking who he likes more, who still likes him. To which in one case, Agaha had mentioned to Kotori that she and Aoi would make a great couple. Kotori challenges that Agaha and Aoi are going to get together, and then at one point Kotori and Agaha actually looked at Amane and expressed that Aoi tends to get kind of flustered and kind of weak in speech when he's around Amane. So, yeah, typical girl talk in the bathtub. But yeah, if you want to see that for yourself, download the game. But I just didn't want to take any chances. All right, here we go. Okay.
気持ちよかった。私はちょっとのぼせちゃったかも。
The three girls get out of the bath, stand in front of an electric fan, open the fridge, and pour some barley tea. You were in the bath for a really long time, weren't you? I could hear voices coming from inside. What were you all talking about? From the hallway, I could hear laughing and screaming coming from the bathroom from time to time. I couldn't catch exactly what they were saying, but it sounded like they were getting pretty excited about something.
秘密ねえ、小鳥。そうよ、男子禁制。
Well, you two are awfully close now. I worry when they say it like that. What in the world were they talking about?
さてと、寝る準備をしましょうか。
I hear Kotori's wheelchair squeaking as she moves off behind me, and Agaha goes with her.
それじゃあ、おやすみ。おやすみなさい。
Yeah, good night. I watch them leave and then run myself a bath. Amane, are you going to bed too? I just finished getting your room ready. Amane had already laid the plans out on the dining hall table and was holding a glass of milk in one hand while looking at the design she was holding in the other. It seemed like she wouldn't hear me or whatever I said, so I decided to go ahead and take a bath.
皆様、長い間ご迷惑をおかけしておりましたが、私、姫木アゲハ、本日よりソアリング部に完全復帰いたします。
ハレーハレーハレーハレー A small round of applause echoes around the garage. You were so close. If you'd won 2 more matches, you would have gotten through the prefectural qualifiers.
いやー、 それは高望みってもんでしょう。
In the local qualifiers of the robot contest that were held yesterday, Aga and her team of juniors lost in the third match. If a team wins in the fourth match, they gain the right to enter the national championship. Losing in the third round is the kind of result that makes it hard to say whether they came close or not. But in the next match, the team that beat Aga's team won.
小鳥も応援に来てくれてありがとう。すごい悔しかった。
Since Aga was in two clubs at the same time, when we had any time to spare, we would go and help the robot club. On the day of the contest, we helped carry the equipment and went to the contest venue. It was the first time I'd been to see the robot contest, but it was pretty interesting. The teams weren't just there to win. They also wanted to do their best to show their ideas and how great their robots were. Even when they gave a performance that might put them at a disadvantage in the match, they didn't ease up. When I saw this, I felt I'd begun to understand how Aga could become so obsessed with it.
それから天音先輩、お手伝いしてくださってありがとうございました。あれ、天音ちゃんも何かしたの？私は別に何も。何度か見に来てくれて、設計の問題点を改善してくれたり、アイデアを提供してくれたりしたの。天音先輩すっごいんだよ。やっぱ発想が違うっていうかさ。へえ、天音ちゃん、私らに隠れてそんなことしてたんだ。
I had no idea. When on earth did she do that?
私も何かできることはないかと思ったんだ。みんな天音先輩と一緒にものづくりができていい刺激になったって喜んでました。欲が出ちゃったみたいで、次は優勝するんだって気合入りまくりでしたよ。それはよかった。
It's good that they want to win. If you don't aim for the top, you can't win in the matches.
それからもう一つ重大な報告があります。
Aga spoke in a formal tone.
私、昨日をもってロボット部を退部してまいりました。本当なのか？実は前から決めてたんです。ロボット作りもいいけど、今はグライダーの方が楽しいんで。
How about that?
というわけで、今後はこっち一本で行きますのでよろしく。
We all let out a big cheer and the garage was filled with a much more rapturous applause this time.
ってことはいよいよ主翼制作ラストスパートね。葵はパイロット訓練に戻ってちょうだい。
No, it's okay. I can help too.
ダメダメ、主翼が完成したら速攻でテストフライトするんだから。それまでに操縦を完璧に覚えること。パイロット譲ってやったんだからビシッと決めてもらうわよ。
I will. I have a role to fulfill. Finally, the first test flight is just around the corner.
ごめんください。はーい。どちら様？こら、セクハラ女、来客にいちいち裸で対応するんじゃない。下着はつけてるよ。あなたアゲハの妹ちゃんよね。 そうです。姫にホタルです。ハバネさんでしたよね。小鳥でいいわ。小鳥ちゃんとかで。ああ、小鳥ちゃん。小鳥さん、あーちゃんいますか？アゲハ、妹ちゃんが来てるわよ。おー、ホタル。
Ageha brought Hotaru into the dining hall, where everyone was having breakfast.
あーちゃん、着替え持ってきたよ。サンキュー。お母さんどう？なんか言ってた？帰ってきたらお尻キックだって。
Oh boy.
仕方あるまい。
Oof. Hey, Hotaru.
おはよう、兄。
You want some breakfast?
うちで食べてきたから。あまねちゃん、悪いんだけどハートに餌やっといて。ああ、任せろ。おいでハート。お前ご機嫌だな。ここはご飯が美味しいからな。
It's been a few days since the dormitory became our camp. It's become our routine for everyone to get together to eat breakfast. It's really lively, so it makes it feel more like a camp. Also, today we have a special need to have a good breakfast. Unlike usual, today's work will be a test of our endurance.
外は快晴か。また一段と暑そうね。ねえ、妹ちゃん、どうだった？すごくいいお天気でした。もう日焼け止め塗っとかないとやばいかな。ああ、そうだ。あんたも暇なら手伝ってよ。いいよ。私にできることならだけど。うん、できるできる。誰でもできるけど人手がいるんだ。また翼を磨くの？今日はね、滑走路を作るのよ。滑走路を作る？ここが滑走路だ。
We stared on at the wide open empty lot, overgrown with lush grass in complete bewilderment.
ここ全部私たちできれいにするの？ああ、そうだ。覚悟してたこととはいえ、実際に見るとおじけづくわね。
I would have to agree. We were on the verge of completing the main wing, so we were finally getting ready for the test flight. This was one of those, the construction of the runway. In the grassy fields on the other side of the lake was a wide, flat area with no gradient. When we heard the word runway, we all imagined it to be paved with asphalt, like in an airfield.
やはり夏場は雑草の成長が早いな。
Amongst them were overgrown weeds that would need cutting down. While making a glider, we'd be making a runway too. We have to tidy this place up. That's why we called for some help.
なんで俺がこんなことしなきゃなんねえんだよ。
Because you're such a pain in the butt at times, you need something to calm that ego of yours.
そんなこと言っていいんだ。エリちゃんにあんたの恥ずかしい秘密ばらすわよ。
I don't condone blackmail.
汚ねえ、マジ汚ねえこの女。
You're pretty low too for spitting at people, especially just dogging out your friends.
あんたこそ余計なことベラベラ喋って、本当ならお尻キックかましてやるところよ。
やっぱこいつ中身は男だよ。
Why is it because a girl has strength and is able to really kick somebody's butt that automatically makes her a dude? Aga had persuaded Masasugu to come with us.
さすがにきつそうだけど頑張るっきゃないか。
At least she's optimistic. As a condition for preparing her meals through the summer holidays, Kaneko has come to help us too.
私にできるかな。
Unfortunately for her, Hotaru, who had come to bring a change of clothes for Aga, was brought along too.
わわ
And then there was Hat. Ducks eat weed, so we didn't need to force him. We just brought him out for a stroll. But isn't this private property?
ああ、そうだ。この広場の所有者はソアリング部の OB らしい。
And that is... So, this person is one of the old members of the soaring club from before Amane and the others revived it.
定期的に草刈りをすることを条件に無償で貸してくださっている。
Wow.
それじゃ始めましょう。無駄口叩いてたら日が暮れちゃうわよ。
At the command of Kotori Habane, second in charge of the club, we began cutting the grass. Being in such a sweltering heat makes it all the more difficult. Here, there is nothing to block the direct sunlight, and the wind blowing from the direction of the lake only slightly cools us down. It's so hot. The towel wrapped around my head in place of a hat is already drenched in sweat. We all need to make sure we don't get heat stroke. It's said that you must take on fluids at regular intervals. On a day as hot as today, it's best to drink something before you start to feel thirsty.
もうダメ。ちょっとコンビニ行ってきていいか？
情けないな。男の子でしょ。
Considering his attitude, I'm gonna have to agree with her.
こっちとらバイトとバンドと恋に夢中なもやしっこなんだ。
I don't know about this dude sometimes, but you know what? We're gonna leave a cliffhanger right here to find out whether or not they're actually gonna permit him to actually even go to the convenience store. But you know what? In all honesty, I don't think they are. This is probably their chance to level the playing field when he was being kind of a jerk to them earlier in the novel when his first appearance happened and a few interactions then and there. But I would say that there has been a great progression so far. Who would have thought they would have had to cut the grass to make a runway? But hey, can't always get what you want, right? So ultimately, it's nice that Amane has settled into the dormitory, and of course, using the dormitory as a camp. And Kaneko, I love you, girl, but you got to put some clothes on, okay? Just you got to be appropriate, all right? Love you, but please put some clothes on. But yeah, in the future takes of this, anything that involves a bath scene, I'm more than likely just going to do a time skip and then just summarize it for you, just as a precaution. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube or anything like that. Plus, honestly, in many cases, bath scenes, it's just talk, you know, just for real. But anyways, if you like what you saw today, maybe leave a like. And if you'd like to see some more, by all means, maybe considering hitting that subscribe button. And until next time, happy mixing, everyone.